Hi, this is Fix My Fibro and my name's Bernadette. Welcome to this video series. So this is a real doozy of a video. I'm going to make it short and sweet, but it's an absolute doozy because if you have an underlying mast cell activation syndrome condition that is making up your fibromyalgia, your chronic fatigue syndrome, your histamine intolerance, your long COVID, one of the drug classes that actually you should not take with mast cell activation because it actually it's not recommended because it can actually make your symptoms worse, is NSAIDs or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Your ibuprofen, your Nurofen, your Tylenol. There's like 20 different brands. If you do a Google search, they're named all different things in different countries. So I can't really tell you all the names because there are, like I said, tens, 20s of them. There's so many variants. If you take non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, they will make your condition worse. Now, you can understand the absurdity of this video because what do you get told? You go to the doctors, they don't diagnose you. Because they don't diagnose you, you don't get hardcore painkillers or other things like that. Even codeine will set off your mast cells. So codeine, which isn't a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, but codeine as a pain reliever isn't great for mast cells. So if you're on a codeine-based paracetamol, an analgesic, a painkiller, paracetamol or, it is an okay medication to have for pain, but the severity of the pain. It's like when you're having a full activation, a full systemic event, it's like you're swallowing air. Like Panadol does nothing because you're having this mast cell activation all over your body, this severe inflammation. It's out of control. So these drug, I won't say intolerances, but these drug interactions that actually set off mast cells in these non-steroidal anti-inflammatories are making your symptoms worse. I know you're probably sitting there going, oh my God, what is she saying? What if I can't take my anti-inflammatories? I'll be worse. You will actually be better because you're not taking them. But you must also follow a low histamine diet because if your enzyme levels are low for the histamine, which is the DAO enzyme, which I talk about in other videos, you end up in this vicious cycle of excess histamines in your body that are setting off a huge amount of your symptoms. So non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, nasty. And why, okay, I was going to end it there, but I'll give you another half a minute to explain why that is because in mast cell activation syndrome, the researchers say a proportion of people have what's known as salicylate sensitivity. But if you ask me, everyone's got it. So salicylates are a huge factor in causing symptoms because of your mast cell activation syndrome. So salicylates are salicylic or acetyl salicylic acid is the chemical name for aspirin, and aspirin-like molecules are called salicylates. There are salicylates in foods, so things like olive oil is a high salicylate. Why the Mediterranean diet is so good for your health, because it's kind of like when you have your olive oil on your salad, it's kind of giving you like a little tablet. It's like you're having a mini Nurofen, not you're having it at that dose, but there are salicylates in a huge amount of plant-based products because plants, if you didn't know, salicylic acid, I was going to say something about that, but I think it's found, is it in willow bark tree? I can't remember where it was originally characterized from. I'll have to look that up. But plants put salicylic acid or salicylates into their leaves, into their bark, into their structure to protect them from being eaten by every insect and every bird. Because it's tart and they don't like the taste of it and whatever, it stops them from eating it. That drug actually protects the plant so the plant can flourish and grow. It's all survival of the fittest out there in the world. So that's why salicylates and non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, which are salicylates in structure, are an issue because you can't actually process them. And when you do have them, you will get edema. I had a family dinner last night out at a pub. Eating out is like dodging landmines. I had the most basic meal that I could have on their menu. I said, I've got allergies, but the salad already came with a dressing. I'm not sure if it was an olive oil-based dressing, but I do feel a little bit puffier this morning than I did yesterday. And I also know that I had a dessert, like a little mango gelati. Fruits often have salicylates in them as well, different varying amounts. Mango is sort of medium. It's not a high salicylate. But that dessert plus my salad dressing, symptoms. Can't process salicylates. Salicylates cause a whole lot of other symptoms as well. But non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, absolute no-no. There are other medications as well that conflict, but I'll talk about those in another video because we're dragging on. All right, talk to you again.